Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will cover for the next chapter 6, chapter 7, sorry. Chapter 6 last week, right? So plan to finish at least until the chapter 7 because you have to do the assignment. Alright, for this last week, okay, because the due date is on 28, so no worries, you still have a time for those who not yet submitted. Okay, without further ado, we'll do the lessons on chapter 7. Okay, this is the easiest chapter, yang paling senang sekali, on the network by topology and protocol. Okay, you are ready? So stand by with pens and note. So paper actually, sorry. We go for the introduction. This topology is the way networks are constructed and connected. For a network, topology means how the connection are physically and electrically or logically made. It's a point-to-point connection actually from node 1 to node 2. So remember, a network is a two or more nodes connected by one or more channel. Okay, it can be connected via the cable, it can be connected via wireless, depends. The simplest network is where there are only two nodes. It is a point-to-point topology, meaning that like a bus punya topology, this one-to-one connection. Alright, this multi-point and this is numbers to connect to another two network. So the first definition about the topology, where many computers are connected to a common communication channel. All connections are local. Alright. On the physical topology is how the wires are connected, which is what we can see for the physical. And for the logical topology is how the data flows. This thing you can check on these maps atau schematic of the network diagram. Alright, so relationship between nodes in and number and networks. So there's a one, they call it a peer-to-peer relationship, which is both computers are of the same standing, neither is a master, neither is a slave or client. So how actually connected, yeah, from this node to this another computer. Alright, this is client server. This one is peer-to-peer, meaning like a body to body lah, meaning that there's no master or slave bukan. Okay, there's another one which is a client server architecture. All but one of the computer are user workstation and one provides services to the rest. So meaning that mostly this is the star topology or mesh network. So the between the in the middle nodes is the server actually, and the others is client. Okay, a workstation are client of the server. The nodes on the network are not equal, meaning that with this server going down, the others client also going down also, meaning the network down. Alright, the potential benefit of the network is, of course, it's cost saving due to sharing, because it reduces the number of peripherals. You just need one, maybe around one modem. It can be connect or wireless to several computer in one office. Okay, less storage space required per workstation, meaning that you can store your things to the server. Reduce the software cost. Of course, you do not need to install every of your client's PC on a specific software, because can batch install on all these PC. Okay, another one is cost saving due to the common channel, single network communication. So single network communication is easy to set up, so it's cost saving actually. If you want to set up multiple network communication, yeah, it require more cable, more device, so it will increase your cost over there. This one is just single. And then sharing of resources, of course, reduce the cost per resource item, potential availability of more expensive peripherals. so you can get rid of that things, greater use of resources because you fully utilize what you have, and reduce the redundancy. If you have a sharing databases, so if one client, one PC make update on that database, the others also get the same update. Alright, there's no data redundancy. Another one is cost saving to the fewer application, meaning saving in installation and maintenance. Like I said, is a batch process installations. Like if you go to the CC Cyber Cafe, right, you notice that all the PCs, or maybe PC1 until PC10, is all on the same software application and games install kan, because actually they have batch process. Macam mana I tak ingat dia punya how they install this thing, but it's easy lah to install if you compared to the one that you have to install one by one, which is takes time. Okay, of course the user interface with the network, less or no involvement by user in operational tasks because everything controlled by the server PC. So the user on the server PC can customize, and then the overall client will get the update, will get the same what have they been set on this server. And capability of sharing data and text for joint work. Okay, like this one, like you using a Google Drive or Dropbox kan. And then added functionality. Yes, you can use different kind of tasks lah, different kind of things in this user interface and data sharing. And encourage management control of the introduction of the new technology, one network management environments, equipment compatibility and uniformity of communication and resources, meaning that it's easy to control all the PCs in one network compared to if they have a single network on their own. Alright, we can see what actually they do within their PC, and we can make sure the updates of the antivirus, the firewall will be on the level of that should not be breached by the other hackers. Alright, sorry on that things. Okay, protocol. Okay, this is a definition. It's a standard or a set of rule guidelines that govern the interaction. You have to remember this. Okay, it governs between the people, between people and machines, and also the between machines. So protocols determines how data move on the network. Okay, there's another definition that you have to look is the collision. Collision occurs when two nodes transmit at the same time, meaning that like you want to go to one line kan, so you'll be collide with each other. So this is like collision lah. Collision result in all communication being unintelligible, meaning that you can lose your connection over there sebenarnya, and collision cause everyone to lose. Yes, I said as all transmission are destroyed, because if you stuck in the traffic jam, everyone cannot move, so you will not get to your destination on time lah. Of course, yang network ni we want to have a faster, reliable networks, so that it can be good for this company or organization to use. Okay, consideration of device to device handshaking. Alright, you can read on this one. There's another one is collision control, pooling. Pooling is the simplest method of collision control. Okay, this is how they prevent this thing happen, the collision. A central node has the ultimate control. Pooling takes two forms. First, the central node asks each receiving node in turn if it has something to send. Second, the central node waits for a signal from a node wishing to transmit and recognize that node. I can say that this pooling like a traffic light, but this one they ask both parties did you want to send something, and then did you want to receive something on the other point of way. Alright, Okay, our collision control on the ring topology. In a ring topology, nodes are connected to form a ring. As you know, the ring like a circle. Any data are passed from one node to the next. Everyone receive all the message. Okay, because it's like circle and a node only read message destined for it. So a data packet called a token is passed around the ring from one node to the next. The node wishing to transmit must first take positions of the token. If another node possess, the node wishing to transmit must have wait. Okay, that's like to take a turn lah sebenarnya on this ring topology collision control. Another one, the final method of collision control is to react to rather than to avoid the collision. So the method to recognize a collision has taken place. Any node may transmit when it thinks it is permissible. So nodes use carrier sense technology to listen to a common channel. When one believes all is quiet, it can transmit. If more than one transmit at a time, a collision takes place. Then the network protocol calls of any nodes to stop transmitting. The nodes wait random time and try again. Primary method used by Ethernet bus network. Okay, this is how actually in the network these data transmit to each other on this point A to the point B from the transmitter to the receiver. Okay, another one. This one is a topology, is the electrical or channel configuration. This is the main part on this I think main point on this chapter 7. There are two types of topology, which is a physical and logical. For a local network, the physical topology is always a star. Why they said a star? Because they always have one server, maybe two, but I can say that even they have a two server, these both servers will be located in one place. So there will be a central location on the server. Then the server will give the connection to all these client computers. It's not should be that the star have 1 2 3 4 5 only the devices. It can be more because they want to make a star ni, because it can go everywhere sebenarnya, on the left, on the right, top, bottom. Okay, all channels terminate into a computer or switch that is radiate out from a central point like a star. The nodes at the end of the channel request the attention to central node and communication takes place. Although the simplest form, the overload of crashing of the central node caused the network to stop. POTS is example of analogy star. Okay, do you know what is POTS? I'm not sure on this POTS. POTS network. Sometimes you have to plain old telephone service. I think not this one. Yes, plain old telephone service. Okay, I think you just click no wow like this one Is it this is the central? Connect like to many phones over there. Yeah, it can be. But no worries. The main thing on this chapter is this one: bus topology, ring network, ring topology. What is the topology? Actually, as you can distinguish on this ring and this bus, it should be better. Bus is straight line, a ring of course a circle, and then it should be we have a star tadi and mesh network sebenarnya. And then we go a little bit on this CSMA and CD protocol. CSMA is a carrier sense multiple access, which is CD is the collision detection. With an internet bus, multiple access of many nodes is possible because each single nodes use carrier sense to determine if the network is quiet. This is like a collision control just now but this one on the internet bus. If no signal is heard, the node is question broadcast a message of the network that all nodes hear. Under the normal conditions, every node receives and reads the header of the message, and only the name recipient reads the actual message. This is how the I think more on the email on this one. Internet protocol address, as you know, is the IPv4 and IPv6 mostly what we have in our browsers. Okay, each byte can take value between 0 to 255. You have learned what's a bit binary before this. Okay, 32 bytes IP version 4 address. Okay, this is IPv4. Most of our connections still using the IPv4. No need to remember the numbers here, no worries. It's just a protocol here is how our network is connected to each other. Okay, this one is IPv6 was developed because we were running out of IP address on the internet. So as you know, the IPv4 is using the 32 bits, I think. Yeah, 4 byte address. And of course the 6 will be 2 times, which is berapa tadi? 64, sorry. Okay, this is the numbers on how IP address is set. Alright, so this is internet implementations: traditional, fast, gigabyte, and switch. So traditional internet all are configured as logical bus, although they may be physical implemented in bus or star topology. Each frame is transmitted to every station on the link but is read only by destination station. Fast internet tadi traditional, this one fast internet is collective term for a number of internet standard that carry traffic at the nominal rate of 100 megabyte per second against the original internet speed of 10 megabyte per second. Okay, this traditional is up to 10 megabyte per second. Okay, this is the old technology. Now we have up to 100 on the fast internet. Even now we got 1 gigabyte per second already. Okay, 1 gigabyte internet. Alright, then we go look on the switch Ethernet. A network switch is a computer networking device that connect network segment. Ethernet implementation of a network switch support either 10 100 meg. Large switch may have 10 gigabyte ports. Okay, switch differ from hubs in that they can have a port of different speed. Okay, actually if you notice, if you connect to your Wi-Fi, okay, I think mostly we have this 4G connection, right? Of course, the previous one 2.4, 5G, 6G. So I think this internet Wi-Fi connection will be on the, I think the last chapter, bandwidth issues, networking, telecommunication. Alright, that's all for this chapter 7. Okay. Okay, next time I will look on this business application on this chapter 8. Next will be it's a managing telecommunication and data security. Should be not too many. And last one is a bandwidth requirement issues in networking. Alright, thanks for watching. Selamat Hari Raya Kayu Guru Gerai Nyamai. Happy holiday everyone. Stay safe, stay at home. Do the assignment, don't forget. So I see you after the break of Raya break and Gawai break. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.